Sorry, I'm going to try not to hit your furniture.
Wait, don't hit this. You've just hit the sofa.
Sorry.
A few months ago, we kicked off our £3,000 classic car challenge. The plan was to buy classic cars that we actually wanted to keep for life. And after some searching, we landed on a Triumph Spitfire for Rory, a Mini for Taylor, and a VW T25 camper van for me. With each vehicle in various states of disrepair, the Spitfire was recently restored and modified, the results of which you can see in a previous episode. Because this week we're setting our sights on Taylor's Mini, a car that was, until recently, so rusty any sane owner would have put it straight in the bin. But Taylor is neither sane nor realistic, which is why he's come up with a plan to drag this old classic back into life.
And today is the day that we put all of those plans into action. You may see that Taylor has already done some legwork because Taylor, your Mini looks very different now. What's been going on?
It does, yeah. So this car has had a lot of work done to it recently. It's got 2 brand new doors, a new boot lid, a new wing, and full respray.
Yes.
It does still need a lot of bits putting back together, as you can probably see. It needs headlights putting on, grills, interior. I've got loads of new bits for it as well. So,
good. Before we do that though, this colour looks quite familiar. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so this colour, I have had this car literally colour matched to my R53 that you would have seen in the Nürburgring trip.
Is the colour code blowy uppy?
No, well, I'm hoping not, but I'm hoping it doesn't carry the same bad luck. This is some of the old stuff. Yep. A lot of this we won't be refitting, but I've kept it because we might need a few little bits.
I've just seen your wheels.
These.
Oh,
these are my new wheels.
Wow. Are they what, mini lights?
They are ultra lights.
Oh.
They are also from Moss, so thank you very much, Will, from Moss.
Fantastic.
They're really, really nice. Gunmetal grey with diamond cut lips.
Oh, that's gonna be bollocks.
They're really light, and they're slightly wider than the original wheels.
Oh yeah.
So, and they're also a size bigger. So they're gonna come out a little bit. So to counteract that, I have these, which are slightly wider wheel arches, which go on here. I've also got, probably my favourite thing, my new chairs.
They're very nice. Where are these from?
So I bought these from a guy off of eBay. They are Cobra Classic bucket seats, and they came from my dream car, which is a Porsche 911 930 Dakar rally car.
So you are one step closer to owning your dream car.
Yeah.
You're just buying it 2 bits at a time.
Yes. I've also ordered a matching rear bench, which is going to be a few days and then that'll arrive. New steering wheel.
As everyone knows, Taylor does like a good rim. And this is a good rim.
That is a good rim.
You said it in the video.
I do like a good rim. That is a Motorlita, which normally people get in polished centres with wood trim on the outside. I wanted to go for black.
So one thing that we didn't do in your episode, Rory, was discuss price.
Yeah.
So you bought that, your Spitfire for 2.5.
Yeah.
How much stuff has gone on there?
So as everyone guessed, Moss donated some stuff.
Yes, thank you, Moss.
And that was to the value of £6.5 grand.
And then you've had to spend a bit more.
I spent another £2 grand now of my personal money.
8.5 grand. Okay, so you're at £11,000 now.
Yeah.
For a fully
11
working car.
grand?
Where are we at here?
This is a budget build in
Is
comparison.
Is it really?
Original price was 2.5 grand.
Yeah.
It was 1,300 quid for all the welding.
Yeah.
So new floors, new inner and outer seals, etc., etc.
Yeah.
The respray, it was mates rates. I'd get a lot of work done by Ty.
Yes.
And he did me a real favour because he knows how much I love this little car.
Yeah. But as a normal car,
as a normal car, it would have cost about 3 grand to paint it. So something around there.
Yeah.
It was 1,500 quid.
Oh,
so he did about half price for me, which was really nice of him. And then all the parts at Moss that I've bought so far are 1,700 quid. But I do have to buy some more.
Yeah.
And then the seats were 500 quid.
Yeah.
The tyres that I've ordered were 400 quid.
Yeah.
Just
doing some quick maths at the moment, yeah.
I reckon I'm probably going to spend another grand.
Okay. Which means that, roughly speaking, you're at 10 grand. Did you expect that?
No, I didn't really add it up.
Yeah,
And
so
that
that's
doesn't
about 10 grand.
that doesn't count the supercharger and the bit I need to fix, which was the main issue when we drove it last time. Look, you can see the rubber cone or whatever it is. That is the suspension of this car. As it goes up, it pushes this bellow or arm or whatever you call it and compresses this rubber donut.
So there's no springs?
No. Well, there is. It's made out of rubber.
Come here, just have a look at these seats. Or these chairs, should I say. This lever, okay, granted, it does that, yeah? Forwards and backwards there. And then you pull on this one, which is not an ejector seat button, but you pull on this lever, and then it just lifts it. And just look, it is literally a deck chair. And this pulling motion is for this little clamp here that only holds this chair in on this one piece here.
Isn't it a simple piece of design?
Yes, but you have one point of contact.
Well, just don't...
Which means that this side is really loose, but this side is also really loose.
Just don't crash it. You thought the front seat was easy to remove. You ready? What you do to remove the rear seat, you simply place your hand here and then you go like that.
With work progressing well, a strange man from Moss arrived to help out and deliver even more parts.
But before that, a reminder from me, as ever, that if you want to buy yourself a used car, van or motorbike, run a car vertical report on it first to ensure it's not been crashed, stolen or clocked. If we take Alfred, my old Alfa Romeo 164 as an example, you can see that we've got green ticks for odometer, finance and damage that tells me and you and the new owner Chris from Merch that this car does not have a shady past. Oh, I miss you. And now to give you guys an example of a car vertical report that would make me run a mile from this VW Golf, we can see that we've got an amber warning for odometer and damage. So let's scroll down a little bit and we can see we've got some crash pictures here. Front end damage doesn't look too bad. That definitely looks repairable. And let's scroll down and have a look at that odometer rollback, which, as we can see, 230,000 miles in 2019. So it was a high mileage hero, and then 88,000 miles 1 year later. So you know, because of Car Vertical, that this has not only been rolled back, but also crashed. Thanks, Car Vertical. So again, do yourselves a favor when buying a used car, van or motorbike. Do not get stung. Run a Car Vertical report. What's more, you will get a massive 20% off using the code AUTOALEX. Right then, back to the Mini.
Where's your mustache, Will?
It's gone.
The mustache!
It got scared of all the followers. It didn't like it. It fell off. It ran away. Anyway, Will is here with us from Moss, and he's currently fitting the radiator, coolant hoses, new cooling fan, and all that stuff. After spending a fantastically large amount of money today, I have this fantastically large pile of bits ready to go on this fantastically small car. Look at the new chair. How cool is that? It's really coming along, this car. I'm getting very, very excited. For now, the interior is complete. We've got new steering wheel, new seats. I'm waiting for the rear seats to arrive. They should be here tomorrow, hopefully. And I need to fit this door card. Other than that, it's all done. I fitted the rear door cards, hoovered it all out.
Look at that.
This interior,
Just needs a rear seat.
I've just marked up my wing mirror because I thought I'd fit it now before I fit the door card so that I can actually get to it, which means I need to drill a hole in my brand new paintwork. Oh, this feels awful. Now, I noticed on the box for the wing mirrors, it said left hand and right hand. I thought, well, how can there be a difference? They look exactly the same. They're exactly the same shape. Well, I found out. So in the box is this, which we've just attached to the inside of the door and screwed the wing mirror into. What I've just noticed is that this has two holes in it, which line up perfectly with the two holes in the door. So what this is for is you bolt it to the door like that, and then you screw your lovely new wing mirror in it, so you don't have to drill a hole in the door.
Oops. Anyway, the next day, our friend Kyle was back to help get little Pete finished off. With Taylor's Mini now done, the next step was to take it to the dyno for a tune-up.
You were working until very late yesterday. Yes. I can see that you've completed it. Honestly speaking, I'm not really into classic minis, but there is nothing I dislike about this.
Really?
Yes, it's really good. Is it a complete car now?
It's a complete car. I did have a couple of cock-ups,
yes.
I won't lie. So I put a little scratch on the back when doing the window rubber.
Yeah.
The biggest one I wasn't going to admit it, but do you know what? It's quite funny, and you lot enjoy my cock-up. So,
Oh, yeah.
the front wheel arches.
Yes.
Now, you remember when I fitted them, I drilled into the body.
Yeah.
I lowered it off the ramp yesterday with the wheels on it, and I thought, that doesn't look right. The wheel looked really far forward in the wheel arch.
Yeah.
Did a bit of Googling and realised that I'd put the front wheel arches on the wrong sides.
Oh, shit.
So if you look here, there's a little notch
Oh, yeah.
out of this wheel arch
Bead
where
hole.
it used to be here.
Yeah. Oh,
And
there's...
if you look here, there's a hole in the bodywork that you can see
Yeah.
because the wheel arch used to go there and now it goes there.
So this now needs a full restoration all over again because you're cock up.
Yeah, the only thing left to do is the mechanicals, which was the big problem with this car after the welding.
Yeah.
Because obviously the last time we put it on a rolling road, it was pinking.
Yes.
And it was very unhappy and all the timing and mixture was out, which is why we're here with Stuart.
So Stuart, explain, what's your name? Where'd you come from? What do you do, Stuart?
I make superchargers for minis and MGBs. We're just going to run through the tappets, timing, put it on the rolling road, see what the mixture's doing, and see if we can get the best out of it that it can give.
Fantastic. So that sounds to me like a 20-minute job.
And make it reliable.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
This was used to seal the supercharger to the carb. And it's made out of an inner tube from a tyre that someone's cut out of a pair of scissors, and the petrol that runs through the tube has melted this, hasn't it?
Yeah, it kind
And
of
it's literally
gets inside it and it expands it, so
Yeah.
it wasn't working as a gasket.
Yeah, so this will be the reason as to why it was pinking on the last dyno, and it will be the reason why it won't really start without a choke and was just really, really badly idling and just running bad
Massive
in
air
general,
leak.
wasn't it? So we are now ready for the dyno. Now, what are your expectations?
I would hope for 65 to 70.
Okay,
Unknown. Like, it could make as much as 80, might even make 90.
but if we can get anything that starts with a 7 or above, I'll be mega happy.
Yeah.
So if we can do
I
that,
suppose
I'll be
7
over the
is sort of MG Metro power. So
Yeah.
yeah, that is 70 horsepower, fun in a Mini. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great fun. So,
Yeah.
okay, well, let's strap it down and hit the dyno.
It's a bit lean,
Bit lean.
Just going to tweak the needle.
So Stuart's just changing the needle because it's running a little bit lean. So he's going to put a thinner needle in it, richen it up a bit, and hopefully,
So if
It'll be
you thin
alright.
the needle down, it becomes richer.
because it allows more fuel through.
Yeah, that's it. So it's quite thin at the bottom.
Yeah.
But I think this bit here is a bit thick, so we're going to thin it down a little bit.
Nice.
That should get the fuel in.
A little bit more.
Bit more, yeah.
Is it still a little bit
Wants
lean?
fuel.
He wants more fuel. Right, Stuart reckons this is the one. Come on, little Pete. Come on. Oh my God, this car sounds so good. Right, so there we have it. We've done a couple of dyno runs
Yeah.
and not quite as much power as we expected, but it's running a lot happier now.
It is.
It's no longer
safe.
pinking, it's safe, it idles. I don't have to pull the choke out all the time. And we fixed a lot of very dodgy bodges.
Yeah.
So for now, I'm going to take this, I'm going to go out in it, enjoy it, spend a bit of time with it, and then when you're free, I'm going to drop it back to you. And yeah, you're going to stick a slightly smaller supercharger pulley on it for me, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more power out of it without blowing it up. So next thing, let's go out for a drive.
Okay, so it is now a couple of days later, and as you can see, we have got Minge and Little Pete right next to each other.
We got the bonnet scoop, we got the little polished lips on the wheels and stuff like that. There's loads of little sort of similarities between
Indeed.
them. This is missing the spotlights, which
Yeah.
I will add at some point. So yeah, I love them.
Yeah.
I love the theme that I've
We've
gone
got a very exciting day ahead of us. But before we do all of that, obviously, we were at the Dyno
Yep.
last week, a couple of days ago. I had to leave early for obvious reasons because I'm going to have a baby.
Yep.
And you were there until 7 o'clock.
I was, yeah.
So everything was fixed up. And then Stuart dynoed Little Pete. I would love to know the final figure of that Dyno run.
Before, I
Yeah.
got 53.5.
53.4, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
So what was the increase?
This time, 52.
An increase of 52?
Yeah.
Wow, that is a massive increase.
Yeah, no,
so
no.
what, you're over 100 horsepower?
No,
That is
just 52.
Huh?
So, right, this car
Yeah.
has been worked on by someone who is not mechanically minded and
Yes.
had a lot of bodges. It's still not 100% perfect, but we ran out of time. So it is going to go back to Stuart.
but stuff was fixed.
It was
Yeah.
fixed, and it is running a lot better.
Okay.
It's running and starting a lot better. It starts on the button.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a lot happier, but it does still need a bit more fettling, so it will go back to Stuart.
Today, like I said at the beginning of this section, is a very exciting day because we are taking not only Little Pete, but also Minge to their birth town. We're going to Oxford. We are going to the mini plant.
Yeah.
Which is very,
It's
very exciting.
We're going on a mini adventure.
We are going on a mini adventure. How naff, but how fantastically awesome.
Let's go.
Taylor, how does it feel to be driving Little Pete and to have Minge behind you as a celebration that your car, your Mini, your £3,000 classic car for this series is as good as finished?
Absolutely amazing. As I said before, I never thought I'd see this car on the road again, especially in this sort of condition. It is incredible and I love it.
It's a very good view from where I'm sitting. I do really like the look of that thing.
Oh, cheers, fella.
Taylor, how excited are you that we're bringing these cars back home?
Do you know what? It's something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to go to the mini plant and have a look around because I just love minis. It's very exciting. I tell you what though, I'm very sweaty. I think this is the hottest day of the year so far. My back is dripping. It's a bit bouncy, a bit rattly, a bit smelly, but I absolutely love it because it's just so full of character.
So this is my first real seat time in this car. Remember, the engine blew up at the Nürburgring. We found a new engine, magically fitted it. It went to the Nürburgring, it was driven all the way back, and then the engine's been fettled. We've got BC Racing coilovers on it, and you know what? It feels amazing. I've never really got or jumped on the Mini hype, but with that supercharger noise, really good power, fantastic little chassis, I do totally get it. It is wicked.
From what it was, I genuinely believe this car was destined for the scrapyard. I think if I hadn't have bought it, it probably would have been. But look at him now. He is glorious, Little Pete. Such a funny little car.
Yeah?
Yeah,
We've made it
we have.
to the birth home of both of these vehicles.
Yeah.
How exciting. Right, I think we need to get in either there or there.
Okay.
My legs are a bit achy.
All right, shall we?
Yeah. I'll see you in. I'll
Yeah?
see you in. Yeah. Straighten. Straighten. Straighten.
Oh.
Straighten. That's it. There we go.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. Thank you
Oh,
very
yeah.
much. Thank you. Lovely.
Thank you, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. There you go.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we've got to take a left in here.
Oh, a left?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh, the sofa's in the way.
Yeah,
Oh.
so I'll move
Will you
some.
get the door?
I'll get the door. I'll get
Oh, God.
the sofas as well. Oh look, there's a mini man here. Thank you.
Sorry.
Sorry. Thank
Sorry,
you.
I'm going to try not to hit your
Wait,
furniture.
don't hit this. What?
Just-
You've just
yeah.
hit the sofa.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I can't.
That's it.
I just can't.
Go on,
see.
swing it in. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah,
Right, let
we're
me
in.
jump in.
Come on, get in.
Right, let's have a little look around here.
What's in here then?
This is nice.
Oh, it's air
Well, we've
conditioned.
got lots of minis here. There's a
Mini,
Mini Cooper,
yeah.
there's a
Mini.
race. Oh, look.
Oh,
There's an
look
R53.
at the minis.
That is very nice.
You might have to move that bollard
Electric
for me.
minis. We've got a mini covered in cowhide.
You might have to move this I'm so sweaty. Oh my God. Am
That's
I
it,
all right?
Yeah, lovely. And the good thing about this place, Taylor, is that you can pay like 20 quid and you can get a whole factory tour.
Yeah.
And then they'll take you in here as well, show you around. Look, we got like
Oh,
Monte Carlo.
look at all the classic
There we go,
minis.
Michael Caine's old one.
Oh.
These are amazing. Shall we jump out? and have a look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Look at this.
this is amazing.
Look at the other classics.
Your Mini is inside the Mini Heritage Museum. How
I
cool is
know.
that?
This is amazing.
I like this van.
That is very cool. So that is a Countryman. This is an 1967 Morris Minor.
That's almost as old as me.
It is almost as old as you.
But not as old as the car that's next to it, because, Taylor, I've done my research. I spoke to Ben from Mini.
Ben, yeah.
Ben, yeah. This is the 30th Mini ever made, ever.
Wow.
Ever. And it went to Denmark, and now it's here.
That is very, very
Yeah.
cool. So this must be as old as you, surely.
It is not quite as old as me. Still
No,
not.
okay.
I think it's a 59 or
Nice.
something like that.
This is very cool. This is
Yeah.
a Mini rally car.
Yeah. And do you notice that the wheels aren't touching the arches?
Yeah, unlike on my one.
Yeah.
Look,
yeah.
it still needs some fettling, all right?
Yeah, you
But-
need to actually cut the arches
Yes,
underneath.
but
Yeah.
it's here.
It is here.
And how cool is that?
It does look amazing. It does really look amazing.
This is made out of solid aluminium.
Yes.
A bit like a billet of aluminium, isn't it? And
Yes.
it weighs 4 tons.
Yes, almost as much as you.
Funny.
And then we have this one, which is actually covered in
Cow.
actual real cow.
Yeah, which is a bit weird.
It's a bit weird.
It is a bit weird. A little bit grim, bit weird, but also kind of cool. Don't you'll get fleas.
It actually smells of cow.
Oh my
give it a
God,
sniff.
look at the cow. I wonder if it shits as much as a cow. The R53, Cooper S, JCW. This was the actual car used in the new Italian Job movie.
You have to come here as well. This is like amazing. And sorry, but the cars aren't usually open. We've just, the guy Ben who works here, we just
Yeah, we beat him up.
right hook. Jason Statham would have actually sat in that seat, which is why it's so far forward.
That one doesn't open, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. And then the actual stunt driver would have been in here.
Wait.
I think we chose the wrong thing.
Wait.
Well, it's the wrong way round, isn't it?
No, I can't
No.
fit. I can't.
So-
You can't fit.
Stunt driver. Hello, I'm Ben Collins, doing his stunty thing, and then Jason Statham in here. This also has like a proper steering column as well.
Yeah.
So when you put the key in, the whole thing, the steering wheel just spins.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's very comical, yeah.
This is very cool. This is a Mini R56 endurance car.
Oh.
Endurance race car.
And then over here is the third ever Mini R50 that was ever made.
Yeah.
But let's go back here one more time, because Taylor, Little
know.
Pete is here.
Little Pete.
That's
look at him.
amazing. It's so cool. And also, what a wonderful way to end your episode
Yeah.
of tying up Little Pete to be road legal, fun, and relatively reliable-ish.
Relatively. Look, we're going to do a road trip in this car.
Yep.
All 3 of our cars. This isn't quite finished yet. I will be doing a little bit more on Little Pete. But for now, I am absolutely over the moon with this little car. From what it started off as
Yep.
to what it is now, I genuinely can't believe. Because this car, I believe, was scrap.
Yes. But yeah, thank you very much for watching part 1 and part 2. Obviously, part 1 being Rory, your Spitfire restoration. Part 2 being Little Pete restoration. Join us next time for part 3, where Betty is going to get one hell of a glow up.
Yeah.
We're looking at full body restoration because she is so rusty.
She is a bit wrong.
So I'm going to be taking her to Yorkshire Car Restoration.
Yeah.
Hey up, Ryan, you bastard. And then Betty's going to get PD swaps and a whole bunch of other stuff. And then we are embarking on a massive road trip
Yeah,
somewhere.
probably one of our biggest yet.
Yes.
If
oh,
not the
100%.
biggest yet.
Yes, yes.
So,
And maybe this time, Taylor will actually make it.
don't say that.
chance.
Just
Not a
don't
chance,
say that. Please, Lil Pete.
Anyway, from us, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And we will see you very soon. Shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go grab a coffee.
That's not a bad idea,
Yeah,
actually.
let's
I
do
need that from my carbon monoxide poisoning.
Oh, shit.